Hi chat, welcome to another stream. How we all doing today? It's Monday, the 15th of August of 2022, and we're back for another stream. We're zoomed out a little bit though. I'm a little late because I lost track of time and was doing work stuff, so I accidentally worked too much today. Oh no. But we're here, so we're streaming anyway. Been a long week. Monday. I have a long week ahead of me. I'm attending another funeral, so that's going great. Yeah, I have a bunch of other shit to do. I have new internet, but I haven't hooked up yet because I've been too damn busy to do anything else. So we're still on the old internet, so I still have shitty upload speed, but enough to stream, but still shitty upload speed. What else do I have to do? A lot. On Sunday, I helped my friend move, which was a lot of work, and an understatement. But yeah, I guess let's take a look at open source since last time, and then we'll jump into things. I think the plan for today is to continue working on my Rust thing, although I don't know, I didn't really plan this stream, so we're just gonna do that. Also, I think auto update day is done, so we'll take a look at that as well. Anyway, let's jump into it. Like I'm a YouTube video. Whoops. Also, these are the wrong size. Yep, professional streamer. Cool. Let me say hi to everyone who's here first. JJMC is first. Words. I'm a mess right now. Can you tell? Rollers is also here. Hello, hello. Can you say that again? Yes, I can say it again. I can't believe the workaholic finally decided to start streaming today. Indeed, D-Delsp. Yeah. And Marsha is here. Hello, hello. Wusa, welcome back. Ormus is here, but unable to listen. Why would you want to listen? I thought we were here to stare at the plushies. Right. Random Neo, hello, hello. Pseudomaze, welcome, welcome. Grandpa's iPad, good to see you again. Wholesome Thought, how's it going? Hello, hello. Right. Open source since last time. Wait, did I not refresh this page? I thought there was one more thing that I must have merged it already. There's a few small things. Right after last stream, what did I do? I had to end stream. Oh, I had to end stream so they would set up the internet. And then after they set up the internet, I was like, I kind of want to poke around at some Rust stuff. So, oh boy. So I did this first off. This is just a little teeny change to rustdev to make the deactivate command disappear when you deactivate, which is what it should do. I also looked into the other Rust parsing library, just to get an idea of how much fucking work it would be. And oh my god, I think I spent 6 hours and I got it to parse just names. I didn't even get extras parsing. So, suffice to say, we're not using this other parsing library, even if it may be ever so slightly faster. Fuck everything about this. I'm sure, like, the whole time I was working with this library, I can just imagine, like, the library owner screaming at me, "No, you fucking idiot, that's not how it works." And I'm just like, but I don't know what I'm doing. And there were tons of examples, and I'm sure what I'm trying to do is incredibly easy, but the amount of work to get what I had was already a lot. But anyway, this is the only piece of the code that I actually feel confident in, and I almost entirely copy pasted this from an example in the spec. So, one statistic student, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. I mean, honestly, what I would love to do is just slap a bunch of regexes together and do that. I think that would probably work. But India says, "You're always so positive. How not to be toxic?" I'm not always so positive. I rant a lot on stream. You've been here. Sudame says, can we get a day in the life of the one and only Anthony? What do you mean? I feel like I talk about what I do all the time. Like today. Actually, I don't know. Had a few degen days recently. Like today, I woke up and did not get out of bed, and then fucked around on the internet for 30 minutes, and then shit, I forgot to turn off Discord. And yeah, it's just one of those days. Fucked around on Discord for 30 minutes, and then instead of like getting up and showering, I just rolled into my into this room actually to do work. And but then I had a meeting with the CEO, so I kind of had to take a shower after that. So I was like, ah, damn, I can't completely degen this day away. My friend is staying over, and something just dropped in my house. Hopefully not. One statistic student says, can someone help me with my Python homework? Oh my god, I'm having a hard time reading your question. But that's not how this works. That's not how this works at all. First off, you need to start with a question. You need to have an actual question that someone could help you understand what your problem is, and then help you with it. But also, this is not the right forum in any way, shape, or form. This is a live stream where I work on things, and yeah, I can't just do your homework on stream. That doesn't work at all. MDS Ubuntu. Hello, welcome. Hoop Champ. What would you do if your new boss wanted you to migrate 100,000 lines of code from Django to Flask because they believe Django wasn't dry? Dude, dry is fucking stupid. Dry is not a goal. Dry is a thing that new developers think is important and make terrible spaghetti object-oriented sadness in the name of dry. So yeah, I would probably tell them, just based on the size of the migration, that's untenable, and probably migrating 100,000 lines probably is like 6 months at 5 or 10 developers. So I mean, if they think that amount of development time is worth it, then fuck it, go for it. But I don't think that's gonna be worth it. What makes you confident in that? Which thing? He literally hates everything. Yeah. Wake up, take Cedar outside of poop. Our step 1 and 2. Nice. One-on-one with CEO. Yeah, I just reached my 90 days at Sentry, and their assistant set up the meeting and spelled my name wrong, and I think he thinks I'm a manager. I don't know. It was a weird meeting. Admittedly, I'm kind of not a manager, but doing managery-ish things at the moment, so they're not wrong, but they're not right either. So I don't know, whatever. I didn't correct them because I don't give a shit. How does it feel like writing Rust after writing Python for so long? There's parts of it are fine, Mr. Wormhole, but parts of it are just really fucking stupid. Like that string literals need to be like specially boxed to turn in string variables is just so stupid. And I know, like, you know, C++ gets, this is entirely reactionary to C++. That is why Rust does this, is because in C++ there's automatic promotion from string literals to standard string. And oh no, you might have, you know, some code that acts slightly slower than you expected because it automatically makes a string. Oh, this is explicit and better, but no, this just makes your code look fucking stupid. You have to put .to string everywhere and .into everywhere, and it's just like, can't something so simple be less of a pain in the ass? But I don't know. I understand like the you know, memory management and the borrow checker and move semantics and that sort of thing. But I also like spent a lot of time thinking about move semantics in C++, so why it's not super foreign to me there. And I don't know. Sometimes the compiler is very helpful, and sometimes the compiler is very not helpful. But I don't know. Than that, seems fine-ish. Princess Saladito, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. He likes Rust because it's a good excuse to use his keyboard more. Kiss is better. I mean, yeah. What is UDP? So here's the great thing about this thing that you are connected to, one statistics student, is you can go to this little bar at the top and you can type what is UDP, what is EV, and click on any of the results and then read the answer. That's the great thing about this internet that we're connected to. It has the answers. Krail, welcome. Mind writing my final coding project so I can graduate from my bachelor degree? You don't want me to write your programming project. But I do see the kappa there, so I understand. Not Realex says, opinion on Linux as a daily operating system. I mean, I think it's definitely doable, but I put up an elaborate facade for stream. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Good to see you again. 3-month review. It wasn't even like a month. It wasn't a review. It was just like a 15-minute chat. Just to be like, hey, we notice you. That sort of thing. Strings know me so much in Rust. Yeah. I mean, like, even in Go, like I felt like strings were a little bit annoying, but they made sense. Like you had to differentiate between runes and bytes. I feel like Rust doesn't actually help you with Unicode at all. Or I haven't found that part of Rust yet. Rust, Unicode. Because everything just seems to be a UTF-8 byte string. But maybe that's just because I haven't done any Unicode shit with Rust yet. And maybe I'll run into that eventually, but everything just seems to be an amorphous blob of bytes at the moment. Carbon versus I haven't written any Carbon. I mean, it's brand new, of course I haven't written any Carbon, so I don't have any opinions there. Using Linux a lot since 2 years, but I still sometimes get to a point where I can solve it. I feel like you really need to invest a lot of time. I don't know, I feel like, I'm pretty sure I could set up Ubuntu and turn off my mom's Windows computer and hand her Ubuntu, and she could figure out how to access her email and scroll through Facebook and do the other shit that she does. Like, I feel like Linux is fine. Honestly, most personal computing, I mean, I don't think it's hyperbole. I would say that most personal computing today is literally scrolling through a web browser on a phone, and they can scroll through a web browser on Linux if they really want to. Down 200, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I don't know why it didn't ding. Technology. I don't control that piece of technology yet, but we'll fix it at some point. Witchcraft, it's like some sort of giant interconnected network. Hey, what's up, Ethan? Hello. M2Bomb, hello. I think my only real limitation with Linux so far is a few programs, a few games, anti-cheat, and streaming services stuck at 720p. When streaming services are stuck? It did ding? Okay, then I'm just fucking losing it. No. And you need to do captchas more often? Oh. Time Traveler, hello, welcome. But yeah, I fucked around with Nom and it didn't work. So anyway, I also did some stuff with RustEnv, and I did this today. This one I only noticed because of Babby. If you're in the merge how do I even show this? How do I even show this? We're gonna clone some work stuff for a second so I can show you this. So I have this little packages.ini thing which has all of the Python packages that are on internal PyPI. And the cool thing about this file is I have set up pre-commit thing that sorts this file. That has to set up the tools first, so gotta wait a little bit. Oh, it sets up the tools. But yeah, if you like fuck up the sorting, it'll reformat it for you. Anyway, cool. That's fine. The other thing that I've been doing is I have been working on a bunch of different branches. Apparently I can't even do this, right? We're working on a bunch of different branches. What the fuck? I screwed it up again? I'm working on a bunch of different branches. Get rebase -I what? And as a result, I've gotten in a bunch of merge conflicts. And most of the merge conflicts that I'm resolving is to take both sides and then, you know, this might be misformatted, and then run the formatter. The problem is, this looks like it's linting, but what it's actually doing is immediately erroring, complaining about merged files. So I changed pre-commit such that it doesn't do that when you pass -- files. And then it can properly format things, and then you can resolve your rebase and end up in the nice normal state. So yeah, adjusted pre-commit. This is literally just a one-line change with a test. Less than a one-line change, adding another condition to this, and a quick little test to make sure that it passes there. But yeah, those are the little things that we did there. Also clutch, hello. I think Linux is more manual to update, maintain compared to something like a Chromebook. It's Linux. It's all fucking Linux. It's Linux. Developers don't want to support Linux? I think game developers don't want to support Linux. Developers usually want to target Linux first. Yeah, I'm General. Hello, welcome. 2 laptops, 1 for gaming, battery blows up an hour, classic MSI, one blazingly fast laptop running Fedora for only work. Super nice if you separate games that work physically. No dual boot. Yeah, dual boot fucking sucks. I mean, that's why I have VMs. Pipenv for us? No, fuck Pipenv. Pipenv is dumb. I would never want to emulate Pipenv. You're just using Nano in that Vim? Kind of. Not quite, M. I used to use Nano, but now I'm using a thing called Babby, which is a text editor that I made. A text editor. Yeah, I made it from scratch. Andrew Nano says, Flake require plugins, does not pip install. No, an editor should never, a linter should never reach out to the network. That would be fucking insane. No, it just produces an error if they are not installed. But it's a more 5.6 compliant system than macOS. Oh, okay. Do you guys want the reference to this? I guess I can tell you the reference to this. So someone commented on my Xargs YouTube video last night, or maybe it was this morning. I think it was this morning. They commented on my Xargs video that -- show limits works on macOS, as it is way more POSIX genuine than Linux. Which is just like I don't know, one of these fucks that has, you know, Steve Jobs stuck in their throat still. And I was like, no. Show limits is not part of BSD Xargs. You must have GNU Xargs somewhere. And then they doubled down. And they doubled down. Anthony writes code. I also just tried on my wife's Mac, and same. It gives me your environment feels like blah 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 blah. And I can assure you, she didn't install anything fancy, or she's having another life at night, hacking computers while I sleep, rolling on the floor laughing. And then while I was typing up a response to this, that was like, oh, my guy, your wife might be having another life at night. Because it definitely does not have this option. As I was typing that out, this guy deleted all his comments. Because I'm right! Because I'm not fucking wrong! But that was why I tweeted this today. I found GNU Xargs on my non-programmer wife's BSD-based machine. Hope that YouTubers comment. Hope that YouTube commenters' marriage is okay. But like, oh, what a fucking guy. Can you run Babby on Chrome OS? I think you can. Has a end curses. Has a terminal. What's the Hello Gorgeous count at? That's a good question. Grab Time Traveler. Star Gorgeous Scrap Dash I Log Star. Only 37? That can't be right. There's only 111 messages. I mean, okay, right, because it it alternates a little bit. But they're basically the same message. Man, way back in the original days where you just wanted to learn Python, Time Traveler. And then what happened? Oh wait, there's two of them. Wait a minute. Who's this one? Oh, wait, there's two different. Oh my god. Who is this? We have an imposter. Okay, this is the Time Traveler that. Okay, yes. Got it. Okay, anyway. Old people just want to browse and not do anything else. Chrome OS is basically that. Yeah, it's fair. Editor should not have access to the internet. Yeah, no, it shouldn't. Editor shouldn't either. What are your thoughts about Magic Wormhole? I think somebody showed it to me once, and I was like, I already know how to use I already know how to use SCP and rsync, and they work well enough for me. Schools use Chromebooks too. I set up 100 of them for primary school. Nice. Your wife is cheating on you with software development, right? Me too says, wait, did he actually type the T in ROFL? Yes, he did. He or she or they did. Well, I'm assuming it's this dude because of their insistence on saying the word wife and also their profile photo. But Pythonic Pie, hello, welcome. Housewife by day, hacker by night, right? right. Multiple time travelers, yeah. Hey, what's up, Priox? Hello. Good to see you again. I showed you my magic wormhole, Anthon, please respond. Oh no. Sarcastic Dante's here. Hello. But yeah, anyway, that's our little bit of spice for today. I need to merge all of the auto update day PRs, so are you okay with me click and merge a bunch of times? Which should be just a little bit of zen for today. We're skipping this one. I'm gonna open it, but we're gonna skip it because PyTest has not released 7.2 yet. I could probably just do it, but I don't actually know why we're waiting. So maybe I shouldn't just do it. Do it! So auto pep 8, I believe. I think I missed one of them. Auto pep 8 upgraded today, so that's why we have all of my repos getting a little bump. I did miss one, look at that. It predicted me. Okay. Oh, I got a lot of green check marks, and then we got one red check mark. What? How? Just Python 3. Oh. Oh, okay. It's Azure Pipelines being shitty. Yeah, cool. Cool, very cool. Very cool. Oh, I gotta log in. Ah. Yeah, let me log in. Don't show my phone number. Don't do it. You're making me use Authenticator. I have security keys, so I don't know how to do this. I'm just grumbly today. I'm so sorry, chat. I'm not the best mood. My bad. Found your bug report in Python in 2018 about custom exceptions in multiprocessing. 12 a.m. new day. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I'm trying to remember. Is it the one about pickleability of lib2 to 3 exception classes? Is that what it is, Random Neo? That would be my most likely. That's the one that I'm thinking of. Could be something else though. Mr. Metabytes, yo. It is at least 1 year. How you doing? Good to see you again. Hopefully you're doing well. Run, rerun this one. I'm gonna do this before I merge everything. That way it is at the front of the queue rather at the back of the queue. I have a success story. The first code I ever deployed to prod at my job gets decommissioned on Wednesday. Nice, nice, nice. Feel more comfortable with that number of tabs open? Yeah. Yeah. Perfect, right? What do you think of the Advantage 360? I fucking suck at cupped keyboards, so I think that I won't ever use it. That's my thought there. Me too. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Tool-wise, I find SCP is easy as Metro Wormhole. I'm only interested in their backend protocols and rendezvous server. I see. I see. Init unpacking? Yeah, that's totally going to be the lib2 to 3 bug, right? Right? Somehow I feel like that's a lot of tabs. Well, we're about to resolve that problem. But first we must zoom out so that the button is clickable. Yes, look at how satisfying clicking this merge button is over and over. Ah, it's so good. This one is still fucked though. Yep. It's fine. Someday. Someday I'll be able to coalesce all of these updates. Hmm. Bloop, bloop. So how's your Monday going, chat? Got any good plans for the week? Taking my car in for an oil change tomorrow. Man, I hope that doesn't last all day. Didn't think about that. It's been planned for months. So. Then I'm going to a concert on either Friday or Saturday. I should know which day. Because getting the day wrong would be Very sad. But I definitely got the day wrong on the last concert I went to, so it's definitely something that I should double check and make sure that I'm not really fucking it up again. But I'm seeing 21 pilots. Zebua, please speak in English so that I can read your messages. Thank you. I know we do happen to have somebody who can read. We do have a mod who can read, but I can't read it, so I can't moderate it. So, okay. But yeah, now we will be able to close most of these tabs. Wait, one of them wiggled. I wonder why it wiggled. Oh well, we'll never know now. Why are you still showing unread? Okay. Sweet. Alright, now we're just gonna make sure they're all purple. Oh, that one's green, right, but we know that one. Alright, sick, cool. Whew. Watching Bird, hello, welcome to the stream. Staying busy mostly, been rediscovering my enjoyment of math lately. Interesting, Mr. Metabytes. Interesting. We're just a solid script that code has been holding our servers together far longer than it should have been. Yeah, that'll happen, Preox. That'll happen. Unsquatch says, tomorrow my on-call shift ends. Not to jinx myself. Oh, then some cycling. Nice, nice. Python Pie says, so for the last 8 months, my team has been preparing to support deployments to Azure. Today, our primary customer team decided they want to use a different compute platform. What car do you have, if not a secret? I have an Audi Q5. And I'll be having a new car soon. Is this black or is this blue? I have black. This is the navy blue. I wish I would have got the navy blue because I think it looks better. Or maybe it's black and I'm just fucking colorblind. This looks like mine. Except this is the old model. Mine looks more like this one. Actually, this is exactly the car I have. But I'm about to have a new car. But we're gonna leave it a surprise. Miss Matthews says, how many gigs of RAM do you have for that many tabs? Too many. Too many of the gigs of RAM. I have 64, so that many tabs probably didn't even come close to actually being a problem. But yeah. I refuse to take my car in for oil changes anymore. They always take 1.5 to 2 hours or longer. I'd rather do it myself. I don't give a shit how long they take because they're also going to give me a car wash and it's all going to be free because it is my 1-year checkup. So I don't care. Oh, the astute observer would have also noticed that our uptime got reset. Now our uptime is only 2 days instead of the 130 odd days that it was before. The power went out. As if, you know, more things couldn't go wrong this week. But yeah, the power went out, so. Belwada, hello. How you doing? I used to have that many of it with 32 gigs easily. I now have 64 and have far more than that on average. Oh no. There's a thing between your keyboard? There are 3 things between the keyboard. You will need to be more specific. And I have no idea how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. I've been cycling, but indoors at the moment. Nice. I need to find a new place to cycle, because there's like kind of a dirt road, but it's not very long. And I don't really have like a nice bike path like I had before. So I gotta find a new place to cycle, basically. But I'll figure it out. Or I'll drive somewhere, which feels like it kind of defeats part of the purpose, which is just to bike everywhere, but I don't give a shit. B computer? Yeah, B computer. 05 copy. I don't know what that is. Other than a song. I feel like I feel like this is a joke that I don't understand. 64 gigs of RAM. I would double this if I was doing Ruby. At pointer leveled up. Shouldn't you reboot for updates from time to time? I turn my computer off every day, but apparently, and Chad taught me this. Apparently, in Windows 10 and above, maybe it's 8.1 and above, shutdown is actually a extremely low power hibernate or low power sleep or something like that, rather than a true shutdown. So my computer has been staying on, or at least that's how the processor reports it, despite being completely off. But yeah. My prayer used to flicker every week or so. Finally invested in an uninterruptible power supply. Need a second for my modem, router, and NAS now. Yeah, you need a lot of things. Things on top. This is a keyboard that I use to switch the scenes. So it's a Stream Deck. It also has little knobs so I can like adjust the volume and stuff. But and I think this one is page up and page down. Yeah, but I don't ever use this one. But I don't know. In theory, I could program it to do something else. Have you ever heard it? Have you ever used Zwift? I have not. It's a blue button that he slaps off stream out of anger. And somewhere a Java dev dies. What? It doesn't make any sense. No, it just looks pretty. Petrichor, hello. I'm very confused. Why did Windows Task Manager appear on a Linux system? You want to see something else funny? Like I have MS Paint on a Linux system too. Wild, huh? It even has the Windows, the little Windows things. And what else can I get for a Windows system? We have a Windows Explorer on a Linux system. Pretty wild, huh? Do I have a start menu on Linux? We can even start Internet Explorer on a Linux system? No. No, go away. Internet Explorer on a Linux system? Oh. Some weird shit. Some weird shit. You need a gravel bike? I mean, my current bike kind of can do gravel, but I prefer paved roads because I like to go fast. I like to go fast. Oh, calculator. Yeah, that would have been a good one. Oh, we popped calc. Although, this is new calc. Doesn't look like old calc anymore. Minesweeper? I don't actually. So they changed Minesweeper to be in like the shitty full screen mode. And if you've seen my setup, I think this is the same setup, but it doesn't look like this anymore because I moved. Doing full screen Minesweeper on this is just so stupid. So instead of doing this, I usually use a browser thing. Core functions initiated. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Actually, I can show you the browser one that I use. Bookmarks. Picture Minesweeper. Although I have to play it in Firefox because it doesn't work in Chrome for some reason. Let's just do a normal advance because then it'll only take like 2 minutes. Oh, I'm not feeling very fast today. This is so much easier than the hard mode, though. That's my favorite pattern, 212. So satisfying. Could do this all day. Yeah, I'm just gonna become a Minesweeper streamer now. No, no one would watch me. That'd be too fucking boring. I mean, I would enjoy it, but I don't think anyone else would. The other crappy thing about Minesweeper is I can't really interact with chat because I'm just playing. And it kind of takes a little bit of concentration. I gotta do all this little quick math over and over. But alas. Admittedly, like, I don't know, big streamers, they don't really interact with chat either. They read like 1 out of 100 messages, so I'm still beating that SLA. I need to mark that one. The problem with not marking all of them is that if at the end it ends up being one of the ones where you have to compute based on the remaining mines, then I'm kind of fucked. But we'll just hope that it's not one of those. Look! 150? That's pretty slow. I think my best time for this mode is 102, so a little bit slow there. Okay, but anyway, Minesweeper. Change the scientific notepad. Yeah, I could have opened up notepad. That would have been a good one. Competitive minesweeping. Yeah, I have some like screenshots of my best times. So like, this is, man, a little dated, but I am actually kind of amazed. This had to have been this had to have been at least like 12 clicks in 3 seconds though. Man, the APM on, even on this, the APM must have been like really high. Cause yeah, because I manually flagged each of these mines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for this click, and I must have had to fill in some of these. So anyway, beginner, not really that interesting. Expert, yeah, this is my 105 time. I thought I had a 102 time. Maybe that was on my phone. And this is the 30. This is the expert with 170 mines, which is the like very hard mode. My current time is 203 seconds, which is pretty good. Where's my intermediate one? Here we go. Here's the intermediate. Not super fast, but I also don't play that much intermediate. I mostly just play the big ones. My local movie theater, the price of the food on the TV wasn't there because of the blue message saying IE's unsupported. That's pretty funny. How do you know how to play this? It's pretty easy, actually. It's pretty easy. Most of what you look for in Minesweeper, I guess let me can quickly teach Minesweeper, so then you can impress your nerdy friends too. So it's easier to start on beginner, obviously, because it's beginner. And most of what you're going to look for is a certain set of patterns. The first pattern that you want to learn is anytime you see a corner with a 1 in it, like this. This 1 says there's only one mine around it, and since there's only one position where a mine can be, this has to be there. The other thing that you'll learn is if you see a number that has a mine next to it, and or the same number of mines, you can auto solve those. And in this one, you can middle click on things to either unlock that whole thing or preview their adjacency. So like, again, looking for corners, we have a 1. So this one has to be a mine. And then we can click all of the things around it. This is a 2, but it already has 1 here. So we know that this has to also be there. This is a 3, similar like that. And then you'll see some more advanced patterns here. So like this pattern here, 1, 2, 2, 1. From playing a lot, you'll realize this has to be this pattern here. But you can actually inference this out in one way. So this is one of the more advanced, slightly more advanced techniques in Minesweeper here. So you see this 1 here. Inside these 2 squares, there can only be 1 mine there. And if you see this 2 here, we know there's 1 mine here, so there has to be a mine here. Because there wasn't a mine, there was only 1 mine in this chunk here. Now similarly, because this 1 here is now satisfied, those fill out there, and now this 2 can only have a mine here. And so that's how you get this sort of cup-shaped pattern when you see 1, 2, 2, 1 on a flat wall. And those are the types of things that you'll recognize these patterns, and you'll get better at them over time. But yeah, then, you know, you can kind of, oh, we actually have, so in this version has no 50-50s, but the one could be, there could be mines in a bunch of different places here. Like it could be a mine here and a mine here. But because we know that we have already marked 9 out of 10 mines here, the only one could be here. And so that's kind of the idea there. Oh no. Allie, how you doing? Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Top 3 Minesweeper streamer? Oh god, there's people that are better than me though. How you doing? How is your conference? How is DEF CON? Hopefully you didn't go anywhere near the floodwaters or whatever I saw on Twitter. Isn't that like disgusting? And I saw people swimming in it. I'm like, oh, floodwaters are the worst thing to swim in. But yeah, I don't know. Minesweeper is pretty easy, and you can get better and faster at it over time. And sometimes you play tens of thousands of games like I have. How's the latency of the VM? It's basically, the only thing I notice is like some of the graphics are a little bit laggy, but I don't play games in it, so it's fine. Gonna go out and eat dinner. Sounds good, but thank you for rating, and I will see you around. Have a good one. And peace. Peace. 35 viewers past ripperonis. Yeah. Didn't know about auto solve? Oh, you mean like the middle click where it fills out everything else when it's satisfied? Yeah. Not all Minesweeper implementations have that, but this one does. Roger Abel, who are the other Minesweeper streamers? I know a couple of people that are pretty good. I know people that are better than me. But yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna significantly improve from where I'm at right now, unfortunately. I think I'm at the point, I'm coming to terms that I'm at the point in my life where I'm not able to improve my reaction time or or memory or tactics or any of the things that would make me better at something like Minesweeper, unfortunately. Water Servant, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I think I could still improve physically, but I think I have no chance of being more mentally acute, unfortunately. Water Serpent, hello, welcome, welcome. Well, in theory, I could get faster at Minesweeper. I think part of what's slowing me down with Minesweeper is my ability to input quickly into the into the program. Like I think if I had a large touch screen and a way to like brain that tapping with one hand is one, I don't know. I put maybe too much thought into this. Uma Pepsluden says REST F. Yeah. We will probably be continuing to work on this REST project in a little bit. That's how I feel about typing. I've been stuck at 70 to 85 for years. I don't feel like I'm getting any better. Oh yeah, I've topped out on typing too. I'm at like 130, and that's about all I'm gonna get. Oh, upside down. Oh, I see. Fun. But what it says is 2 a.m. and I'm standing in the kitchen dipping a stack of sandwich bread into cream cheese. I think cream cheese is pretty good. I type regular text at 95 to 100 when coding goes down to 30, 40. I feel like that's kind of normal. 130 teaching your ways. I cheat. I don't even properly touch type. I use these fingers. That's the other thing is like I'm sure if I learned to use even one or two more fingers, I could probably type even faster, but what's the point? I feel like going from like 40 to 100 is worth it, but going from like 130 to 150 just not worth it. Some people have a severe disdain for cream cheese. I could understand like a cheese purist being like, oh, it's not cheese, it's a spread that's cheese-like. I'm like, it's fucking delicious either way. Actually, maybe this is blasphemous. I actually prefer Neufchâtel to cream cheese, which is often in supermarkets marketed as low-fat cream cheese. I just think this stuff is way better than actual cream cheese. But maybe I'm the one that's wrong. Yeah. Why is low-fat cream cheese called Neufchâtel? Yeah, but anyway. Way better how? Well, one, it's less fatty, so you feel less gross eating it. But also it's like a little bit saltier. And it has very similar texture to cream cheese. I don't know. I think it's great. It's at most grocery stores. If you look for low-fat cream cheese, it's almost always just gonna be Neufchâtel. Looks 10 times expensive. Usually it's cheaper. That's the other part that's great. The issue with typing it at 110 to 130, you sometimes spam people and they go, God damn, you type a lot. Yeah, I feel like people, when you type fast, people get overwhelmed very easily. They assume you're just like screaming at them, but no, it's just because I can put the words down on the keyboard very quickly. Upside down, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. What are you, some kind of cheese connoisseur? I mean, if Neufchâtel qualifies me as a cheese connoisseur, man, some French ass person is gonna be real mad right about now. Cause this is not fancy cheese. I do like cheese. I do like lots of different cheeses, but well, maybe I'm a cheese connoisseur. I do know that my answer to would you ever be vegan is no, I like cheese. So I guess maybe I'm a cheese connoisseur. Cheese kind of looks like brie a little bit, but it's not textured like brie. Brie is a lot stinkier. Yeah. Ace, hello, hello, welcome. Chuck a piece of brie into the microwave and it'll change your life. Smack that right. Yeah, I mean, or you do a brie bake. Brie. I can never say this. I've tried so many times to say brie bake. Just say brie bake like a bunch of times. Brie bake, brie bake, brie bake, brie bake, brie bake. Okay, maybe it's not that hard. But yeah, brie bakes are a thing. But yeah, and they even have they called. I don't know what the actual term is for them. Maybe it is called a brie baker. But it's basically like a specialized pot that's literally just for baking brie. Usually it's ceramic or cast iron. But through like wild coincidence, a girl I was dating, for her, I want to say it was her birthday, it might have been Christmas. It was either her birthday or Christmas. 3 different people independently purchased her brie bakers. She's just like, why do I have 3 of these now? But oh, this is the link that D-Delsp sent me. Spreadable cheddar. I don't think I've ever had this before. But yeah, I'm not gonna discriminate cheese, just give me all you have. Yeah. That said, and maybe this is against my Italian heritage, I am not a fan of blue cheese. I just don't like it. At all. Ethan, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I just laugh when people see me typing IRL and comment on how fast I am, and I'm not even considered fast. You guys ever use the right shift key? I do not. No, I don't. Not at all. If I get used to it, I'd even change backspace with it. I see. Spreader. Watching Bird also hates blue cheese. I see. I see. Blue cheese is garbage. Don't at me. Oh, we've got some supporters in the chat. Roquefort is good for pasta. I am not familiar with this. I do like me some ravioli though. It's like getting sock and underwear from both grannies. Hey man, socks are pretty great. You write parentheses without the right shift key? Oh. Oh, maybe I do use the right shift key. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. Huh? Yeah, I guess I do. What else do I do? Well, I guess I can do it for colon also. Huh. Maybe all of the symbols over here, like curly braces. Yeah. Huh, interesting. Hello? Huh. I don't know, man. I don't really think about it. The thing about blue cheese is you have to use just a little bit of it because it's strong. Yeah, but people like get their salads and just like dump the whole fucking tub of blue cheese onto it. I'm like, oh, thank you. NTY. Blue cheese with hot wings? I've never had hot wings, so I have no idea. Moomer Rolf says, get a keylogger and see after today what keys you don't use. I'm pretty sure I would use all of the keys after a day. Maybe not like right alt, right control. Yeah, I'm not alt right. There you go. Okay. I guess we can take a look at auto update day since it should be done by now. Throw the whole blue cheese and they probably bathe things in mustard? Yeah, probably. Why is there like... Huh. Do you see how these blue dots are a different color than the other ones? Maybe it's because it's behind the text. Weird. Alright, auto update dashboard. Okay, pretty normal spikeroo, 9.6k. Q reached a max depth of less than 30. Huh, that's kind of surprising. This is me merging all of my patches. Good job, me. I did cause it to auto scale. Cool, very cool. Love that for me. This all seems pretty fine. Metrics. Wait. Uh-oh. Why is this number so big? Uh-oh. Those are expensive. I hope I'm not paying for those. Uh-oh. Why is that number so big? Where's my... I mean, I have AWS credits, but like... Cloud Watch. Huh. That's the API. Metric months. I must not be paying for them. Why is this number so big? Oh, I have per instance metrics? Why do I have per instance metrics? How do I turn that shit off? I don't need that. I also have, what, per volume? Why the fuck do I have per volume and per instance metrics? I literally will never need those. But if I'm not paying anything for them, I don't give a shit. Alright, here are my custom metrics, the ones that I care about. So we can see... wait, what do I have? Oh, yeah. So we can set the period to 1 minute. And we can see the spike in queue time. 4 minutes back's not terrible. It's also usually just one individual, so like I experienced 3 minutes back, but not a big deal there. It's pretty fine. Don't use the key to the right of K, because I don't take L's. I was like, what key is that? Oh. Interesting. If we look at my keyboard, the most used key is the C key. Somehow the next most used key appears to be L. Well, I guess I take lots of L's. I don't understand why L would be next, though. That one does not seem like something that I type all the time. I know why it's C, because of Control-C, 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 but yeah. I don't know why it's L. I don't think it's a command I type in. It's not a Babby shortcut. It could be LS. You're right, Prax. It could be LS. It's not get status. Get status and LS are like my top 2 commands, though. Owen, hello. Good to see you again. Look at that lovely head of hair. Yeah, I need a haircut. A little bit of a haircut. Several of my hairs need to be cut. Another great spreader sauce is vegan aubergine cream. I've never heard of eggplant cream. Aubergine cream. It looks good. Isn't it just wait, no, it has a different name. What's the name in what is it called? No, it totally has a name. Fuck. It has a name in Greek cuisine. It's not hummus, it's the other one. What is it called? Yeah, aubergine is a Baba Ganoush, yes. Thank you, Belwada. Yes. Kritsko, which I definitely said wrong. Sorry that I mispronounced your name. What am I building on AWS? I have created this CI service called Precomment CI, which you can learn more about by going to the website. I've got a line node, VM doing nothing, burning 10 USD a month. That's not that bad. XX-ish XX. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Anything look up and recite the whole QWERTY keyword layout from memory? QWERTY UIOP ASDFGH JKL ZXCV BMN? No, it's NM. Yeah, seeing fucked. Can't do it from memory, but I can type. The Karmish, thank you for the follow. Welcome. What am I working on? Honestly, I have not written any code yet. Baba Ganoush sounds like a wizard, yeah. Is your terminal chat on GitHub? Yes. If you do bang bot, it will tell you. It will tell you where it is. This overlay is also on GitHub. This overlay is actually pretty cool. I'm not really selling it, am I? So let me show you how the overlay works. Server. So the cool thing about this overlay is you add your username and your OAuth token and what channel you want it to do. So I don't know. See if XQC is online. And you click submit. And I'm going to show you that if I close this web server here, no server running, and we copy and paste this data URL here, I can refresh just to show you that no server is running. We paste this data URL. Oh, XQC must not be online. No. We'll oh, I spelled it wrong. I spelled it wrong. That's why it didn't work. Yeah, so, and then you have a Twitch chat overlay. And it could even support really, really fast Twitch chat. Like XQC's chat. But yeah, and the way it works is it just generates a data URL with all of the stuff you would ever want, and then you can just throw it into OBS, and it works great. But anyway, one of my other cool little projects. It's fork Babby and replace all the Babbies with Baba Ganoush. Oh no. You have to request the OAuth again from time to time? Nope. The Twitch RC OAuth tokens seem to have no expiry, which is kind of nice. But yeah. Oh, the other cool thing about this, the chatbot, terminology, is we can run it in this other terminal emulator with a special little option here. And come on, chat, don't let me down. This is like your one chance to spam emotes. I'm just gonna sit here awkwardly while no one types in chat. There we go. And look, we can have emotes in the terminal. What kind of wizardry is this? Even animated ones. Yeah, the one time people don't spam. Yeah, seriously. But yeah, I don't know. This is some of the neat little Twitch tech that I've built over time. Oh yeah, and bits work now too, and they work here. Oh, fancy, very fancy. Does it take BTTV? You know, I don't know if we implemented BTTV. I know this. I know the overlay one does. I don't know if. I don't know. You could try it. Like I know there's a few. I have a few BTTV modes, so you could probably try those. I don't think the terminal ones has BTTV. Probably add it, but I don't think it has. Has nobody tried? Oh yeah, nope, doesn't work. We could fix it. It wasn't too difficult to add it to the overlay thing. Although we would, instead of porting the Python code to JavaScript, we'd be porting the JavaScript code to Python. What library did you use to display the images? Print. sys.standardout.write. Print. Have you heard of Unus Mundus? I have not. I don't. What is? I don't know. No, Curses doesn't have support for images. But this terminal emulator has a special escape sequence. How it works. We're working on a JavaScript project with Isadora to control an audio mixing engine. Interesting, Dekarmish. I used to know things about manual mixing of audio. I used to, I don't want to say work. I was part of a media productions group at elementary school or was it middle school? Actually, I think it was both. But more, I got into the tech side of it in middle school. Man, some of the tech in the 90s was pretty wild for like video cuts. Like all of the like, YouTube transitions that people edit in today. Like we had a physical machine that you could do sliding transitions with, and it would like splice the video in real time. It was fucking wild. It was really cool. I have no idea how it worked. Because it must have had to like analog splice everything, because it was all component cable back then. Huh. How did we possibly get all that stuff working? Also, that equipment must have been so expensive. Huh. Anyway. I hadn't really thought about that until now. But anyway. Born in 95, so I had a PlayStation 1 and 2 before a computer. We had, so my dad didn't let us play video games. We had Game Boys though. But I think we had computers before we had those. Because my dad worked in software sales, and my brother and I would make up songs about the technology. Like we had a Windows 95 song. And then when Windows 98 came out, we had to adjust our Windows 95 song to be a Windows 98 song. I don't exactly remember how the song goes, or I would sing it for you, but maybe I'll ask my brother about it and he'll remember. I just remember that we had a song about Windows versions. Analog video equipment was pretty rad. That's how we did chroma key in my high school. Yeah, we had chroma key too. Oh man. Oh, it was so cool. Yeah, because like we did weather reports in like elementary or in like middle school. And we did it with chroma keying. Oh yeah. Cool. Catbutts, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. It was also one of the times that I got into web development. Because I wanted to set up a like quiz trivia program thing. We set up trivia for the media productions course to like give stuff away. But also, since our website was hosted on the school's domain, they wouldn't filter their own domain. So we just put games up, and then they couldn't internet filter games. But it was pretty fun. That was one of the ways I got into web development. Web development. I derped around there. Huh. This is a different output than our usual feat cache. Is this the feat cache? Oh, here's the feat cache. Okay. This must be Firefox. Yeah. Okay. All right. Should we actually try and write some code tonight or not? When is Rust used versus Python? I mean, they can kind of fit into a lot of similar use cases. The thing about Rust is it's much more low level. It's intended to be more of a systemsy. At the same level that you would write C code. But honestly, you can probably use both of them for about the same thing. The thing that I've been writing so far is a requirements parser, which I'm not super happy with, but it works, and so I'm not gonna fuck with it. And with the eventual goal is to make a pip installer that installs a bunch of things very, very quickly. But yeah. Rest is blazingly. Where the fuck did this blazingly fast thing come from? Because I know it's a meme, but I don't know where it's from. Xylin, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. My first university, we didn't have internet access while in a programming class. I made my own chat with 2 scripts in Python, one reading from a shared disk we had, and one appending to a text file. Oh, that's amazing. Chris Chat says it was on their website. Oh. Oh. Oh, yes. Yeah, there it is. Blazingly fast. Blah, 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 blah. It was always blazingly fast. You just didn't recognize it until now? I don't. I don't know if that's how it works. Also, I feel like they changed their color. Wow. Wow, Antonio is on their front page. Weird. Oh god, what have I done? Why did clicking on the Yelp logo take me to YouTube? I love how this is like the on the front page of Rust and it only has 8K views. Antonio does have an extremely heavy accent. So that's kind of funny. It's kind of a dick move. Like, Alessandro, what the fuck, man? Let people speak. But yeah. You're living all over me. Certainly a name. Welcome, welcome. Only Bathroom says this ain't the real Anthony. What? What the fuck is that supposed to be? Bathrobe? What do you mean? The real Anthony is from Kidder? If you ask him, he will tell you that I'm the real Anthony. So I'm gonna privilege check here a little bit. Okay. Yeah. Oh, the other thing that we check on auto update day, right? We're gonna write some Rust. Yes. Only an hour and a half into the stream, and I haven't done anything yet. Apologies. We were past 1 million last stream. Oh right, we skipped auto update last week. I was like, there's no way I got 50,000 runs in a week. That number is way too high. Yeah, that number is way too high. But I think this is 2 weeks. 25K a week. That sounds more correct. Anyway, so I guess the next part is what do we do next? What is the next part of our wheel slam that we need to figure out? We have done requirements parsing. We spent 3 streams on this. We could do platform parsing next, or we could do index URL retrieval. Index retrieval might be the easier thing to do. Yeah. How do we know you're not a clone that took over Antoine's life? Listen, if I could clone me, never mind. I'm not gonna tell you. You don't need to know. Current state of Rust, I'd prefer to return to C++. Yeah, I mean, I do think C++ would be easier. I don't think I would use C if I had to. How dare you work all day and then not work all stream? Yeah. Yeah, I worked too long today. I can kind of show you, I can show you the last thing that I was working on, which is why I like didn't notice that 3 hours just kind of disappeared. Which is exactly what happened at the end of work today. There is this Uwizki plugin. Uwizki Datadog. Did that VM not start? Oh, it did. Okay. There is a Uwizki Datadog plugin that we use at Sentry, which hasn't been updated in a long time, but it's stable, so I understand why. It's dead fucking simple. It's, you know, a couple hundred lines in C. That we use at work. And annoyingly, every time we deploy, we build this thing over and over and over, and it's exactly the same every time. Docker dog stats d, which I've typoed as god stats d more times than I care to admit. But yeah, we build this thing from source all the time, over and over, every time this layer of the Docker file gets invalidated, which is all the time because this requirements file will invalidate it. Oh, maybe it's not this Docker file. There's another Docker file that also invalidates that due to package.json, which, yeah. Anyway, we build this more often than I want to. I think I could slap it inside of a Python package, and then we would only have to build it once, rather than all the time. And yes, the password's a bad password. They're all the same thing. Einstein says, I think I found a bug in Python. Sure. There's bugs in Python all the time. I found bugs in Python as well. And so I was balls deep in setup.py hell for longer than I care to admit today. And I came up with this monstrosity. And yeah, I haven't run the linter on this file or anything, but I have to override beatist wheel because it will default to being pure Python, which I don't want it to be pure Python. I do want it to be Python agnostic, but I want it to also include the platform. Then I have to override the build command to also add a build plugin subcommand. This is actually the interesting part of this package, is running uWSGI to build the plugin. This is the smarts. And then this is the crazy amount of code to enable this literal one-line compilation thing here. Yeah. I spent 3 hours today working on this. I probably could have streamed this, but I didn't realize. So sometimes when I work on stuff at work, I don't know whether or not it's going to take. Like, if it's going to take a couple hours, and I know it's going to take a couple hours, I'll turn on stream and stream it. But this, I was like, this could either be like a 5-minute thing or like a several-day thing. And so I was like, well. And then once I had gotten like a half an hour into it and realized it wasn't going to be a 5-minute thing, it's too late to stream then because I'm already halfway through the problem. Nope, this is not a bug in Python. You just don't understand how attributes work, but that's okay. Well, it's not work in my work VM. All right, let's show you what's up with this. Since I think we can all learn something about this today. Okay, so this is the Python file that you posted, where we have A, which sets this value here. Let's actually just put a break-a-point here, and we'll walk through how this code executes. So we have a class here, which builds an object, and it's going to get a value, and that's going to be 10. And if we build a B, it'll have an A, which is that, and it will have a value of 10. That's all that this code does here. Nothing special there. Okay, cool. We continue a little bit. We have now made a B, which has b.a.value 10. Cool. Then we call setAttr. setAttr takes 3 arguments. The first being the object you're setting the attribute on, the second being the attribute name, and the third being the number. And if we run this, you'll see that the value is still 10, and B, oops, that's going to set breakpoint. B has a hidden attribute that is a.value. That's what this does here. There's no magical splitting of this string to say, oh, it's going to assign a.value to 20. It's going to set this literal string value inside of the variables of that object. And so that's why it works that way. And you can retrieve this value back by doing, b.double_dict a.value. This is essentially what, oops, we got a p because we're in p2b. This is essentially what attribute access does in Python. It's a little bit more complicated than this, but this is how you can think of it for members of a class. To actually do what you would want to do, you would have to do something like this. Let's say attrs equal, or attr s equals a.value, parts equals attr s dot split, for part let's say val equals b for part in parts, 2 -1 val equals getAttr val part. Then you do setAttr val parts -1 and then 20. So then you'd have b.a.value would be 20. So this is how you would actually do your dynamic deep attribute setting shenanigans if you wanted to. I would argue that you don't want to do that. Typically, this sort of dynamicism is kind of a code smell. And if you use a type checker, it'll scream at you if you try and do shit like this. Not telling the plan, but we know you'd have Slave Anthony's shiny hunting for you. Yeah, but I already have all the shiny Pokemon. Well, until the new game comes out. And then we're going to be doing more shiny grinding. Hey, we went Dynatrace, said CD was a close second. I don't really care about either of them. I don't even know what we use Datadog for. I think we use Datadog because we don't monitor all of our stuff with Sentry. And I think Datadog has like some applications that Sentry doesn't really make sense for, like metrics. Like we don't really do. I haven't learned C probably, so yeah. If learning Rust is a good idea. I don't know. I think I'd benefit more from learning Go. It's hard to say. I don't actually know. I mean, yeah, a lot of places use Go, but I think a lot of places use Rust too. First Writes Code, hello, welcome back. You have a shortcut for your Python lessons that you upload on YouTube? Or do you go to the VOD afterwards and edit it? All of my YouTube videos are complete re-recordings. Yeah, I record all of my YouTube stuff from scratch. Yeah. Well, that's not entirely true. Sometimes I will throw up clips of VODs. Very rarely. Like I think I can show you how few times that I've done that. What is this? Oh, I must have I have this is ordering correctly. Say 2022. I was like, what? Why did I care about Sentry back in 2020? Literal 2020. Yeah, but like this was a this was edited out of a YouTube video. Is my thoughts on offers. This is a little intro at the beginning, and then stream clip. Okay, occasionally I will cut stuff out of YouTube videos, but not too terribly often, or cut stuff out of streams. It's such a pain in the ass to edit the stream VODs because even though I have 64 gigs of RAM, my editing software is like, oh, why have you loaded an 8 gig video? I'm going to constantly reparse every part of the 8 gig video. And it's like, no time for this. But yeah. Hello, shorter hair, Anthony. Yeah, I need to get a haircut. Wolf the Little Stubber says, Anthony, I have a question. What are your thoughts on Django? Oh. My overall thoughts is I don't like it. I have a few reasons for not liking it. The big one for me is Django is all centered around its settings module. So it makes it really hard to... It makes it really hard to do normal Python things with it. Like I like to be able to open up a REPL, import things from scratch, and then play around with them. But with Django, you have to use their like special Django shell and like initialize the settings module, and you know the settings module is also just like kind of a big god object. It's a bunch of global variables that everything kind of reads from, and some things mysteriously write to, and it's just kind of I really don't like the whole like super global nature of the Django settings stuff. The ORM is, I don't know, fairly nice. I don't really use things that care so much about an ORM, so like I don't know that it helps me all that much. But I guess like if you're in a large organization, having an ORM and like having a one that works fairly well is a considerable asset. Like that is a big selling point of Django, is like you have big ORM that does things for you. But I really don't like the global settings module, and like that everything needs to have that initialized for things to actually be reasonable. But yeah, what would you use instead? Most of the stuff I write is Flask. I don't know that it's significantly better or worse. Like Flask also suffers from the global app object thing. Now, when I write Flask, I try really hard to not structure it in a way that it all depends on that global app object. I like to push it more into I don't want to say functional programming, but functional paradigms where I'm still importing things. I'm still running functions that take inputs and return values and that sort of thing, rather than bouncing things around through flask.g. Which, when I first wrote Flask, yeah, I chucked a bunch of shit in flask.g and pulled that out of flask.g later. Like used it as a slingshot, as a boomerang, as a global ping pong that didn't use the word global. But I don't know. Works well enough. I don't really write web apps all that often. Occasionally I do, but I mostly write command line tools. Chloe says RM sucks. Doesn't know what he's talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about, or you don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna guess that you don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, you're right. Like ORMs are gonna be usually slower than handwritten queries, which is weird because like, and I think this is probably something that we'll see significantly change in the next 15 or 20 years, or people just will stop caring about it. Because like if you look at compiler design from like the 60s and 70s, people could outsmart compilers and write faster code than the compiler. Like you could manually unloop rolls and unroll loops in assembly, or like you could implement XOR swap, and that would be faster than the branching code that the compiler would write. Or sometimes you would write specialized per processor assembly and do all sorts of fancy shit like that. But nowadays compilers are way fucking smarter. There is like almost zero chance that you're going to be able to write code. You're going to be able to write C code that an optimizing compiler is not going to be able to do better than, or you're going to be able to write handwritten assembly that's going to be faster than what the compiler is going to generate. That almost never happens. But we haven't seen the same progression from ORMs, which surprises me a lot. And part of that might just be that the way we query things from databases like doesn't transfer nicely to being optimizable, and like there are going to be some object maps that don't really make sense in a ORM land, and like or don't even make sense in a database land. Like some of the things that you can represent with an object relational map are going to be absurd join queries, or like nested queries, or like all sorts of random slow shit, like full table scans, no like missing indexes, like all this stuff is going to be hard to optimize for. But I don't know. I think there is a lot of potential that an ORM or a database system, because I think like treating a database separate from the ORM is part of the reason why it hasn't accelerated as much. Like I think you almost need a database engine that helps you write your queries for you, rather than software that translates to SQL and then the SQL translates to the database engine. Like there's not much potential. Like there's abstractions which make it harder to squeeze out the extra performance. I don't know. I also think that like there's probably potential for JIT engines to make database queries faster. Like you could imagine a parameterized query that compiles to native code after being run so many times. I mean, even those stored procedures are kind of like that, but I don't know. For what it's worth, I like Django plenty, but yeah, the global issues are real. But they're trying to phase out places where they're using global state. Yeah, we're also on like a really fucking old version of Django at work, and we abuse the hell out of the settings module. So I don't know if we're ever going to be able to get away from that sort of thing. My work uses a Java ORM for everything. One input takes 3.7 minutes. Oh my god. Sucks. Fast API seems like the go-to. I mean, yeah, there's always going to be new web frameworks. URM is okay, but I find it weird in places, although I find Django REST framework is pretty okay. And active record and Rails maybe a little bit better. Unloop roles, yeah, that was pretty funny. Hey, what's up, Yushi? Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. The REST compiler is a prime example of a wonderful compiler. I think part of the magic of Rust is that LLVM also does some optimization there. So Rust doesn't even have to do all of it. But yeah. Do you think document databases are any better in that regard? So the cool thing about document databases is they don't have to have these complicated query engine things because there's only one fucking way to query them. Like you either have your hash key lookup, or you've got your hash key plus range key, or you've got your hash key in a slice. Like there's not really too many choices to a document store or key value store. You don't have joins, you don't have nested queries, you don't have that other stuff. A lot of Rest is giving the right info to LLVM and making it so programs are easier to LLVM to optimize. Yeah, yep. My choice for a C# ORM is Dapper, and it's pretty fast and make learning makes it easier. We'll just say that. Fuck, what did I use? I don't know if it's cool anymore, but I used to spend a lot of time working with Entity Framework. Is Entity Framework even around anymore? I remember when it first came out, and like the code first mode of it, I really liked. It seems like it's still a thing. Yeah. I used the I used it like 6 months after this. I remember being just like very happy with it as an idea. Where the fuck is I just want the goddamn Wikipedia article. This is from the Wikipedia article. I just want to click on it. Is it really? There we go. Yeah. But I don't know. It's probably not cool anymore, but it was pretty nice back then. Courses around Microsoft rarely removes stuff. Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on Fast API? Haven't really used it enough to have any thoughts on it. Irony of that though is we might be doing a stream with Sebastian in a couple weeks. I don't know. Work is trying to get me to stream with random Python celebrities. And I'm like, well, if you set it up, I'll do Q&A or whatever the fuck chat wants. But Citrus is here. Hi, Citrus. How you doing? How's your what day of the week is it? Monday. How's your Monday going? Well, not great, but yours is going better. Your favorite has lots of improvements out there. Always throws me off when you're streaming in the evening time. Yeah. I also started late today because I lost track of time. I may have accidentally worked like 11 hours today. Oops. He started late because he's a corporate shell. No, it's because I was working on an interesting problem, and then I looked up and oh shit, it's 7 o'clock. Actually, I think when did you ping? I think it was D Dallas ping me on Dixord. Is that you? Yeah. Yeah. At 6:45. Whoops. But anyway, I was working on fun stuff. Let's see. Okay, I think this is the next part that we have to implement in my little program here. So I guess we could at least take a little bit of a stab at that. I'm assuming you're a principal software engineer at a FAANG company. No, I make more money than if I worked at a FAANG company. But you can also just type bang job in the chat and then you'll know. Corporate Shill takes notes. It wasn't my intention. I guess it kind of makes up for me having to go to a funeral tomorrow. So maybe I just won't take PTO then. Okay, we're gonna make a new file. Do I have to do any special? No, I don't. Okay, cool. Rust operating system constants. Rust conditional compilation. Just because I'm curious, because I'm gonna have to do this later. But there is apparently conditional stuff. Interesting. Interesting. Octotharp config. Ooh. TNP Rocks, thank you for the sub with Prime. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Good to see you again. I still don't know if I'm saying your name properly. P Filebar, welcome to the stream. A Century and I did Laravel development. Love it. Nice. Yeah, well that's where I work. Tuesday evening. Welcome, welcome. Your day off. Am I about to get to the same wiki page here? Configuration conditional checks are possible through two different operators. The config attribute or the config bang macro. Config bang, unlike this, does not remove any code and only evaluates the true or false. Oh. Oh. Okay. Very cool, very cool. So I assume that I can use all of these in config checks. Oh no, what have you replied to? Oh, that's the latest server. Oh no. See, Twitch sucks at threads. This just looks like Citrus is talking to herself. How's that conversation going, Citrus? Unless there's like the threaded view. Yeah, I guess I could have clicked that. That would have made more sense. Maybe I am talking to myself. I mean, that's me all day. Target feature. Okay, so I think I'm gonna care about this. Target family. Unix, Windows, or WASM. Okay, interesting. Am I dumb, or is this sentence just like incredibly stupid? What is this trying to tell me? Unix is set if target family equals Unix is set. And Windows is set if target family equals Windows is set. Oh, so these are Booleans. Got it. Okay, I understand. Anthony's hair looks floofy. It is a little floofy today. I probably need a haircut. But yeah, it's a little floofy. You can't reply to yourself? Oh. Huh. It should show what you're responding to? Yeah. I just think threads are dumb. Yeah. It's actually easier to read here, I think, which is the. Oh wait, no. Wait. Never mind. It does look like the actual IRC protocol just looks like you're talking to yourself, which is the best part. Just grown up forever. You know, we did that. It's gonna be on the old channel or on the new channel? On the old channel. I did that during pandemic. Got pretty long. Oh, let's start playing. 376 videos. Oh, let's spin into 2021. I think I had gotten my haircut by December though. Let's see. Let's just pick a random video. 5-hour stream in the middle of November. This is so slow. You know, there's a fast way to do this. I don't know. I think I've gotten a haircut by then. There's a much faster way to do this. Streams 2020. Oh, I don't have the dates here. Maybe this isn't faster. December. No, I had gotten a haircut by then. Fuck. Anyway, my hair was really long during pandemic. How's the rest of going? How's it going, Venus? Good to see you again. Just started messing around with it a couple weeks ago. I feel like I'm grumbly about some things in Rust, and that's just okay. We want the floof. Well, I guess I could let it grow longer. The headphones? Oh my god, yeah. Do I still have them? I think I got rid of them in the move. One of the moves. Yeah, they're gone. The old headphones. the cheap Logitech headphones. Freedom, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Oh, there's also not only is there long hair, there's long purple hair. Me. Here we go. This was like peak pandemic long hair me. Can't believe that I have to talk to co-maintainers about a project named Based Project and how it might confuse people. You can always use unsafe and Rust and all will work. But yes. So I recently learned that I have been a guest on this podcast more than anyone else. So yeah. But no, I think the purple is pretty good here. But super floof, yeah. Yes. It was supposed to be like Twitch purple, but it came out a lot darker than the plan was. Do the purple eyebrows? I feel like dyeing eyebrows just looks fucking weird. I feel like I can't do that. Okay. Conditional stuff. Learning, reading more. Oh, we can now. Historical reasons this value is only defined as not the empty string when actually needed for disambiguation. On many GNU platforms, this value will be empty. Yeah, so that part's going to be kind of tricky to figure out whether something is libc linked or not. Because at some point I need to determine the difference between libc and not libc for installing the right thing. Although I probably just won't support this to get to get started. Target Indian. I've only worked on but I don't remember which one is the common one. Is Big Endian or Little Endian common? Big Endian versus Little Endian percentage. Are most computers big or little? Most are little. Okay, yeah. I've worked on one big endian system, and it was a bug in. Actually, no, that wasn't even an endianness bug, was it? Maybe I'm thinking of a signed unsigned bug. I think I might be thinking of not an endianness bug. Because I thought it was in this project. Should have made 20. It was with Unicode characters. Yeah, I think it was a signedness bug and not a. Maybe I made it just as a pull request? It was a long time ago. Oh yeah, it was a signedness bug, not an endianness bug. Basically the same thing. But this is their detection of UTF-8, which is just kind of funny. Big Endian is like PowerPC and IBM stuff. Oh, Z architecture is Big Endian? I don't know. Shaz is here. How you doing, Shaz? Hello, hello. What endianness is Z architecture? Big Endian. Yeah, you're right. You are indeed right. Oh, what a dumb thing. Buffer overrun. I hope it was a CVE. It's not actually. It wasn't actually a buffer overrun. Oh wait, are you talking about the ASAN error or the other? I'm pretty sure I found buffer overflows in this as well. I assume you're talking about. Where did it go? Or is it closed one? Am I tripping? Oh, we're looking at pull requests. This thing. Yeah. Happen a lot. But do they show the SAS code for this? No. Oh, they do. What the fuck? Yeah, some of these sanitizer outputs are pretty nonsense. But oh, the MSVC one? Yeah. Oh, that one. Oh man. Oh, that one. Yeah, the Microsoft C compiler does some really fucking dumb stuff. Where was it? Was it an issue? Or was it a PR? Must have been an issue. Yeah, there's this one. So this ended up actually being my fault. I forget which one of these two flags. It's one of these two flags. Those who have actually worked with the Microsoft C compiler knows what all of these mean. One of these two is the wrong flag, which breaks exception handling in C++ code or turns it into like C code. And it kind of worked, but also kind of didn't. And it had to do with early freeing of string temporaries. Like this fixed the bug, but for the wrong reason. But we ended up looking through this and finding that that I was using the wrong flag in here. This person, I believe, actually knew what they were talking about. Dolvafu! Yo, thank you for the resub. Oh, wait, Citrus gave you a sub? Citrus gifted you a sub? There's your button. Welcome back to Subdom Tofu at 5 months. How you doing? Gotta love fuzzer output? Yeah. 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 MSVC? Yeah. But anyway, they ended up, this was like way back and forth. And then, they found one of the function inlining with debug assertions caused it to do terrible things. You should not optimize debug builds. Yes. So it was compiler flag soup from Python throwing things off. I don't know. I don't know why somebody said this. I will pay you $1,500 for you to be my e-kitten for a week. Inlining shouldn't cause a buffer overrun? Yeah, I agree. Citrus, are you going to be the e-kitten for a week? Name the week? Yeah, I mean, at this point, just like every week, right? Why is their file name nonsense too? Like, they have weird non-printable characters. Even GitHub is like, what are you doing? Maybe for like 4K, I'm a costly one. An expensive kitten. Okay, but anyway, I guess I was misremembering my endianness bug as a signedness bug, which is also about as annoying as an endianness bug. Like that, this can be a different value depending on the like OS or platform that you compile it on. Which, well, actually, this is either 65 or what? Oh no, it wasn't. This is always 65. It's that it's that this, depending on whether this is signed or not. I don't remember. Anyway, we need to figure out all of the platform things that we need to set up for my little installer thing here. We need to figure out which of these we're going to support. So, class, what am I doing? Why aren't you highlighting nicely? Environments. Oh, there we go. Pub crate. Crate. Python version. Your commas. So some of these we aren't going to be able to do. Or maybe we can, but in like a cached manner. I don't quite know how it's going to work. Yeah, I was talking about signedness. Pro puke. Yeah. Look at this beauty. Rust lang x.py. Oh yeah, I've seen this before. Yep, I've used this pattern before. This is a little trick that you can use to make a so in shell, this is a fancy no-op because it's an empty string, another empty string, and then oh, I see. No, this is an empty string concatenated with an empty string concatenated with colon. So it's a fancy no-op. But in Python, this is a triple quoted string, and you can put a fourth quote and it'll just ignore it. So then you can put a fourth quote and a colon after it, and you end up with this being a doc string in Python. But it's a way to write polyglot bash Python code. But wait, why would oh this would never. Huh. I didn't know the command just ignores things after it. Huh. Oh, well, yeah, I hit semicolon there. Interesting. I did not know that. Did I learn? But yeah, this is intentionally splitting these two arguments apart. So shell check would probably complain. But yes, I have seen this before. More times than I want to. This has since been removed? What is x.py supposed to be? Oh, what the fuck is this? Why do we have this code down here if we already did the thing up here? Import bootstrap bootstrap.main. Oh, does Rust bootstrap using Python? I didn't know that. This all looks like Rust to me. Maybe it no longer bootstraps with Python. Well, this says Python here. I don't know. Bootstrap.py is there? Have I just had a long day? Oh, it is there. I've just had a long day. Hey, I recognize some handles in here. Or at least some profile photos. Oh, maybe I don't know that guy. I know this guy though. Oh, that's a cute one. Look at this cute little profile photo. Click on the photo it's supposed to take out? Yeah. Anyway. They don't want to bootstrap using Python for trusting trust attacks. Interesting. They don't trust Python? I mean, I wouldn't trust Python either. Yet. Yet. This is the shit that they recommend people run, and they're like, oh, we don't trust Python. But yeah, their recommended installation is curl sh. Command Reform, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Now we know how Anthony's work ends up taking him 3 hours without him knowing it. No, I mean, I don't have 100 of you. Well, 80 of you, I guess. I don't have 80 of you distracting me when I work on work. But not relying on Python all good. I mean, they're fine for them. What could go wrong? Yeah. You appear to be running Windows 64-bit. Oh, is this what it is for? Oh, this is for WS. Otherwise, just download this random exe and click install. Wilding. You have me distracting you sometimes? Eh. Yeah, but usually I just have the answer for you. We don't want to trust dead snakes. So that's actually kind of funny. If you search dead snakes PPA, maybe this is just for me. The top thing is, who is dead snakes and why should I trust them? Which usually these get closed as off topic on Ask Ubuntu. I'm very surprised that this one has remained open. I don't have enough rep to see whether it's been closed to reopen or closed to reopen. But why would you trust anyone on Ask Ubuntu? The one responding might be dead snakes. I did actually comment on this because they had spelled my name wrong. Which someone fixed for me. But I tried to fix myself, but I didn't have enough rep. But then how did this person with 100 rep edit it properly? What did they change here? But you don't need universe. Oh, this is without. But anyway, I just think it's funny that this is what shows up first. Anthony Dead Snakes to delete, yeah. Be right back making a Dead Snakes Stack Overflow account. I'm doing a write-up on Dead Snakes right now. I have the same result. Nice. 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 What problems can I expect using Dead Snakes as my primary Python 3? Don't do that. Your entire system will melt. You have 30k rep. Why are you recommending such stupid shit? How do you have so much rep? Ooh. Well, I hope you've gotten better since 2018, Mr. Robot Humans. Because the shit you are recommending is not a good idea. Oof. He's a robot? Yeah. I explain this exact thing at my work when adding a mirror to dead snakes from our artifactory. Yeah. The point of writing my preface, do not attempt to remove or alter your system's default version of Python. Yeah. So people understand why people want to do that so often. Okay, but this looks kind of cool. Let's play with this a little bit just so I can understand how it works. So we're already actually using this feature as far as I know for our tests here by defining a separate submodule here. But in theory, if I was following the directions correctly, this config, let's just do this. I don't think that's the right thing, but OS name. Did they use? Can I just return strings? Oh, these are just printing. Greet me. Println. Hello. Hello. You are on Linux. And then we can do. Is not equal? Wait. That doesn't look right. Is that really what it is? Oh, it's Target OS. I don't really like this syntax. I don't really know what's going on here. Okay, so then if I do greet me, missing semicolon, fuck. Good call, compiler, sarcastic Dante. Cargo run. Oh. I don't have cargo installed. Damn it. I fixed some of them, but not all of them. Oh, wait. That's not good. The activate script is yeah, we kind of fucked that terminal. Okay. Hello, you are on Linux. Okay. That's kind of cool. Full Stubber says, if it makes you feel better, I use your Markdown code blocks library. Interesting. What are you using it for? Because I basically made that just so I could render this stuff on pre-committed stocks. Actually, no, that's not true. I originally made it for presentation. Where is it? Oh. Doxed. This one. I originally made it for this. Yeah. So that I can have code highlighting somewhere in here. Did I not write any code in here? I swear I wrote code. Oh, here we go. Yeah. This is why I wrote the library, so that I could have highlighting on this slide. I have the same output for both. Ah, shit. Good call. We didn't actually validate that it worked. I think that's a good sign that I am not in a good state to write more code. So I think we are going to call it a day for today, even though it is a little bit early. I did use it for PyTest though, also, but it was originally for presentations and then pre-commit and then PyTest. Actually, PyTest is using pigments more directly. But yeah, yes, that is going to wrap us up today. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for stopping by, Citrus. Good to see you. Let me do my little spiel, and then we'll find a channel to send you off to. My name is Anthony. I upload educational content to my YouTube channel. That is youtube.com/anthonywritescode. I also upload my stream VODs to my second channel, so if you want to check those out, you can go over here and check those out. Subscribe to either of those if those interest you. I normally stream Monday evenings and Saturday at noon, and I announce my streams in 2 places. Oh, actually, about that, let me see. I don't know if it's this Saturday or next Saturday or both. I will be in San Francisco, so I will not be able to. I will not be streaming. Okay, I will be streaming this Saturday. Okay, so it'll be next Saturday that I won't be streaming. But I announce my streams in 2 places. One of those is twitter.com/codewithanthony. And please don't show my phone number. Please don't show my phone number. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, where I announce my streams. I also announce them on Discord, which you are free to join and come hang out with us. But thank you all for stopping by. And let's go find something to read.